And we've got the Vikings veteran running back. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for Jones last week, 11 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. They've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And the last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down carry by Jones. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space. And they drop just inside the 20. Second and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustmts. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. Throwing on first down. Boom. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right?
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. The 40, 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5.
He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Booth.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to take a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. On play action, they'll throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far there.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Obviously they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Boom.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, Booth. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Booth. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Booth. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Booth. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. third quarter.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And it's a Packers touchdown.
De'Ami Brown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Booth taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down about the 32-yard line.
On first down. Booth.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back to throw. Booth. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think that, one, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Booth. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 4.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Throwing on 1st down. Boom. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Boom. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Boom. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Boom.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10. Boom. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Boom. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Lewisine.
He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Now the Packers get set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can...